Hello, everybody. I'm going to read this passage to you, but before I get started, I want to review that today we are starting on chronological and problem and solution. Okay, so that is what this lesson is going to focus on. It's the things that are in order of time and how they happen. So, like first, second, third, or by dates. And then problem and solution, which is where a problem happens in a story and then they come to a solution at the end. All right, so I'm going to read these two short passages, and then I'm going to read the long passage to you. I'll never forget the storm last October. Before the storm started, I found some blankets and flashlights. During the storm, I played games with my family. Finally, I turned on the radio and listened to the local weather report. Crack! Passage 2. The ground shook as a tree in our front yard toppled over, falling across power lines and cutting off our electricity. We faced the challenge of getting through the night without lights or heat. We resolved that first issue with flashlights and candles. Dad fixed the second problem by making a fire in the fireplace. So what you're going to do is you need to decide, is passage 1 chronological and passage 2 problem and solution, or is passage 1 problem and solution and passage 2 chronological? If passage 1 is problem and solution, you'll put a 1 in the blank here and then a 2 here. If passage 2 is problem and solution, you'll put a 2 here and a 1 here. This is printed out for you to write your answers on. Okay, that's printed out in the packet in the folder that I gave to you. All right, here we go. Passage 2. If it cuts me off while I'm recording this, I will record another video for you. Treating the red fox. I first spotted the red fox on a June morning. It was beside the tool shed trembling. I approached the animal cautiously and saw its left hind leg was injured. I went inside my cabin and got my medical bag. Then, with caution, I returned to the fox. Next, I gently lifted its injured leg and decided to attach a splint. The fox settled back and let me proceed with my work. On my porch, I set up a wooden box, padded with pillows so the fox could heal. Beside the box, I placed bowls of food and water that I refilled daily. One morning in July, I stepped out to the porch and saw the red fox was gone. I checked the porch each day after, but the fox was nowhere to be found. Late one August afternoon, I spied the red fox coming up the path to my cabin. A short distance behind, a silver fox was limping along. I watched as the animals approached the tool shed. The silver fox was fearful, but the red fox apparently resolved the issue by assuring it the area was safe. The silver fox settled down beside the tool shed. The red fox observed its friend for a few moments and then returned to the dense woods. As I had done once before, I entered the cabin, located my medical bag, and returned outside to treat the silver fox. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place the events that happened in that passage in order. What was the first thing that happened, the second thing that happened, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Okay? And then for number 2, it says, how does the text structure chosen by the author help you understand events in the memoir? So is it chronological, or is it problem and solution, or is it both? How does that help you understand the story the author's telling? Then number 3, explain how the author's choice of text structure is important for understanding treating the red fox. This is basically, you tell me, is it problem and solution or chronological? And then give me some evidence from the passage that helped you figure that out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. Just shoot me a message.